Hare Krishna. So, welcome to all devotees for the Saturday evening Bhagavad Gita discussion. So, we are going to discuss from the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 19, 20, and 21. Yeah? Verse number 19 from the 8th chapter. Bhutakrama sayevayam bhutva bhutva praliyate रात्रियागमे अवसंपात प्रभवति अहरागमे भूतग्रामसयेवायं भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रणीयते रात्रियागमे अवसंपात प्रभवति अहरागमे 20th verse. परस्तस्मात् महान् परस्तस्मात् भावोऽन्य अव्यक्तो अव्यक्ता सनातना यसर्वेषु भूतेषु नास्यस्तु न विनश्यते परस्तस्मात् भावोऽन्यो अव्यक्तो व्यक्ता सनातना सर्वेषु भूतेषु नास्यस्तु न विनश्यते 21st verse. अव्यक्तो अक्षर इति मुक्तः तमाहो परमार्थम् यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम अव्यक्तो अक्षर इति मुक्तः तमाहो परमार्थम् यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. Verse number 19th. Again and again, when Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being. And with the arrival of Brahma's night, they are helplessly annihilated. Verse number 20. Yet there is another unmanifested nature, which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. 21st verse. That which Vedantas describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as the supreme destination, that place from which, having attained it, one never returns, that is my supreme abode. Hare Krishna. So, we are continuing from the last discussion we had, where Lord Krishna is quoting the example of Lord Brahma's creation. And Lord Krishna says, Abrahma bhuvana loka punaravartino Arjuna, mam upetyata konteya punarjanmana vidyate. So, Lord Krishna said, the 14 planetary system doesn't matter, you go round from top to bottom, there is birth, death, old age and disease. And hence, even if you go to the Brahma's planet also, there is a start and an end. And hence, it is very, very important to understand what is that which is continuous and eternal. Yeah. So, prior to that, Lord Krishna spoke about Anta Kalecha Mameva Sparan Muktma Kalevaram. Yeah. So, Lord Krishna answered question of Arjuna. Arjuna asked, what should be the aim of one who is actually going through a human journey? What he should do to actually achieve the end point, yeah, the end goal. So Lord Krishna mentioned about, Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Mama Anaspara Iddacha. Even before that, Lord Krishna explained how it is very, very important that one needs to actually remember me at the time of death. So, Ananyaschetata satatam yomam smarati nityashah tasyaham sulabah partha nityayuktasya yoginah. So prior to that, Lord Krishna explained that yam yam vapis paran bhavam tyajati ante kalairivanam tam tam eveti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitah. Whichever the consciousness in which living entities leave this world, that is the consciousness with which they accept another body. For example, if you are a person who is completely in the mode of passion of earning money, you are going to attract people who are also in that mood only. Yeah. So similarly, even the consciousness which we collect, accumulate in this life, that attracts a new body for us. So Krishna explained when Arjuna asked what should be the consciousness of a person who is going through the journey, immediately Krishna explained about developing our proper consciousness. Yam yam vapi sparan bhavam tyajati ante kalevaram. When we are rejecting this body, what is most important is yam yam vapi sparan bhavam. What is that we remember? So tam tam yevaiti konteya, that is what they are going to get at the end of life. A software engineer cannot become a doctor. Similarly, in our journey as well, spirituality is nothing accidental. We are having a myth in this world that spirituality can be practiced at the end of our human journey. Accidentally, we will all fall into the same environment where we have to read Bhagavad Gita, chant the Krishna's name, remember Lord Ram. All those things naturally will happen. Don't worry about now. Enjoy, be active, as much as possible, extract from your senses. Yeah. So that is a tendency of most of the 99.99% of the living entities in this world, human beings. Enjoy as much as possible. When you are young, the time will come when you don't have energies. That is the time when you actually need to think about Lord Ram, Lord Krishna and everyone. This is not a time. But Krishna is telling yam yam vapis paran bhavan. We really need to actually develop that consciousness of remembering Him when we are alive. And Krishna consciousness is not an accidental destination that we will all automatically will reach. It has to be practiced. It has to be cultivated from the beginning. Just for example, if a student who is studious, he will get good marks. Accidentally, someone cannot become studious at the middle of his studies. Yeah, it has to be practiced from the beginning, right? You need to study well from your student days. You need to actually then definitely as you practice, you become more and more studious, and that student journey progresses. At the end of the 8th semester of the engineering, one cracks the engineering and gets into the best of the best job, when he has failed all the subjects in the previous semesters. Is it possible? I don't think any, even if you hit run rate at a 36 runs in a over, you cannot win the match if you are, yeah. So it has to be practiced. And Krishna consciousness is a cultivation that we need to do each and every day. It cannot be achieved through our vocabulary abilities. I speak nicely, I mingle with people. That is enough to become Krishna conscious. No, I don't think it is possible. Krishna consciousness means practical engagement. And practical engagement means we really need to actually practice, engage our senses, full blown senses. Yeah? Senses are always full blown. It is only a matter of where it is full blown. Yeah? Every one senses are full blown. Even in your sleep means it is full blown because one of the senses is active to put you in ignorance to sleep. Hence, it's really, really important that how are we going to engage our senses? It's very, very important. Without that, Krishna consciousness cannot be achieved. That's why Krishna said, Tasma sarveshu kaleshu mamanasmara idyacha. He knew people are tricky in this world. They will see the easiest path that they can traverse. Anything easiest is there to take up spirituality, please tell us. We will follow. Don't tell us to do chanting. Don't tell us to do service. Don't tell us to be, sincere in our endeavors. Give us some, simple process to follow, which doesn't take anything. Yeah, you will just follow and we are ready to do that. In this kind of unnatural way of practicing, it is not at all possible to achieve Krishna. That's why Krishna said, Tasma sarveshu kaleshu mama anusmara yuddhacha. Krishna said, oh Arjuna, don't think anta kalecha mameva. At the end of your life, if you are thinking that you will come to me by remembering me by all different tricks, don't think that kind of practicing will never ever give you, Krishna. It is very, very important that it has to be cultivated from the beginning. How to cultivate that? Tasma sarveshu kaleshu. In all the time, our senses will be full blown, engaged in something. How can we ensure while the senses nahi kashchit kshanamapi jatum tishta akarma krut karyatehi avasha karma sarvai prakriti ke jaya gunair. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells our senses are always active and stimulated. How to actually positively engage those senses, very, very important. Without engaging our senses in practical work, it is impossible to live. That's why Lord Krishna says in the 18th chapter, there are 4 sects, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Every individual's natures are different. A Brahmana should never ever try to act as a Vaishya. He will never be able to achieve it. A Vaishya should never think that he will become a Kshatriya and fight. Every individual natures are different. They have to actually engage in the prescribed duties what they have been given to. So hence, it is Krishna recommending the engagement of us in everyday activities. That is where it's very, very important. One day, nature came to a person and asked, see, I have given you a fresh air to breathe. Yeah? Pure water to drink, fresh vegetables to eat, juicy fruits to enjoy. Everything you have. Now this is the time for us, you to enjoy and marry in this world. All the senses were in jubilant. Yeah? They were very, very happy. Heart was actually upset. Nature asked the heart, what is your problem? Heart said, I want to love. And the nature said that you need to practice. There is nothing called ready-made love in this world. Yeah? Even if a girl and a boy get married, there is nothing that ready-made, everything happens. We need to cultivate it. And cultivating through service is only way. If anyone tells I love you and it ends with just a verbal way of expressing each other, I don't think that is a perfection of love. A perfection of love is where one actually engages and executes in service, takes up responsibility. Yeah, that is very, very important. Unless and until one takes responsibility, it is impossible to express love in this world. Even that kind of love becomes fake, it ends up in break. Yeah. That's why even in the spiritual culture, savai pumsa paro dharma yato bhakti radokshate. Ahetuki apratiyata yayatma suprasidati. Krishna says, savai pumsa paro dharma, the supreme occupation duty of every human being in this world is yato bhakti radokshate, developing love for Krishna. How to develop love for Krishna? Ahetuki apratiyata. It should be causeless service. It should be developed only through the service. The service should be ahaituki. Ahaituki. There should not be cause that, I am loving you because of this. Apratihata, uninterrupted, unconditional. Yayatma suprasidati. By this only, our heart will become satisfied. Similarly, just like the external facilities what the nature gives, senses can become stimulated in this world. Eyes can actually enjoy seeing all the beautiful places, natural places in this world. The tongue can be taste all the nectars of this nature. Everything is possible, but the heart needs the love and belonging to someone. Unless and until the heart is having a belonging to someone, I don't think any person in this world can be happy. That is why spiritual education is very, very important. And Krishna, that is why Lord Krishna is saying that only way we can experience, happiness in this world is by remembering me. Yeah? How to remember him? Lord Krishna spoke the science of entire Karma Yoga and the Dhyana Yoga and then Bhakti Yoga and the Gnana Yoga. The entire process of practical implementation of Bhakti for Krishna. Practical implementation, not theoretical. So when Lord Krishna said, Antakale Chamameva Param Mukta Kalevaram, Arjuna said, what is the use of remembering you? Then Krishna explained, Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna, even if you think that you can go to other planets, because I have seen you, you have gone to heavenly planets, met by Indra, got all the gifts from him, all those things are fine, but understand, all the planets have Janma Mrityu Chara Vyadi Dukkha Doshana Darshanam. Birth, death, old age and disease is always there. Remember it that this place is a place of misery. And if you tell people that this place is a place of misery, people start thinking you are all pessimistic in this world. Come on, you should be heroic. Face the world, enjoy. But actually, that is not a reality. People are very, very hypocrite in this world, that they pose themselves as a very, very strong personality and hide themselves and pray. Things in this world is very nice, enjoy, everything is there. Is Krishna, his creator, is foolish that he is saying Janma Mrityu Chara Vyadi Dukkha Doshana Darshana? And he is saying that this world, Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. Is he a foolish? His creator himself is telling this world is place of misery. A sane person in this world, a saintly person in this world understands, accepts that this world has a certain perfection in it and certain the objective with which it is been designed for all of us. Let me understand the objective with which this creation is being designed. Accept the objective and move forward. He doesn't think about perspective. People, hypocrite people in this world always talk about you need to have a right perspective. If you have a right perspective, everything will be fine. Problem with your perspective. Perspective can be relative. For example, my cousin is staying in Melbourne. I was telling her yesterday, it is too cold here in Mysore. And she was laughing, what cold it is. You come to Melbourne and come out. I will tell you what coldness means. So, the Melbourne weather being cold and Mysore weather being cold is a realistic. For a Mysore weather she is exposed to, she will feel like a summer. I am wearing sweater today. Yeah. But for me today, it is a winter feeling. But a person who is in Melbourne, if he comes to, Mysore, she will say it's a normal summer weather. Yeah, these are all relative truths. But the absolute truth never changes. What is that absolute truth? Janma Mrityu Chara Vyadi Dukkha Doshana Darshanam. Birth, death, old age and disease. You go anywhere. You go from Mysore to Uganda, problem is same. You go from Uganda to Kenya, problem is same. From Kenya you come to Wellington, problem is same. From Wellington you go to San Francisco, problem is same. What is the problem? Everyone have birth, everyone dies. In middle, everyone actually have old age and disease. These are the sources of miseries in this world, and Krishna is realistic and giving that education to all of us. We really need to accept it. Any saintly person who has prapya punyam krutam, yeah, Krishna says, you need to have a punya. Really need to accept the reality what Krishna is giving. It's very, very important, and hence Lord Krishna says, even if you go to Brahma's planet, you have to return back. And once the punya is over, the same circle of the birth, death, old age, disease continues. And Krishna then tells what is the life of Brahma. Why Krishna had to tell? And here he is saying, Bhutagramaha Saevayam Bhutva Bhutva Pradiyate. Ratri Agame Avashappartha Prabhavati Aharagame. Again and again, when Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being. The Brahma's day is 3,300,000,000. And we absolutely do not have that much time in front of us. 365 days forms a year. 3,300,000,000 years. Just imagine how long the duration is. And Krishna is telling, even that period of Lord Brahma's life is useless. Because again Brahma has to die. A day of Brahma is having 3,300,000,000 years. And how many years we live for? 100 years maximum to maximum. If a person is having 100 years as lived, we go and fall at his feet. What an achievement. Lord Brahma's lifetime cannot be even compared to our lifetime. And we are all so proud that, I am achieving so much. I have a flat, I have this, I have that. We are so proudly, showing off to so many people. Yeah. And hence, Lord Krishna, there was no need of Lord Krishna to bring in this topic immediately, because why Lord Krishna brought in is to tell us that we are insignificant. Our years of life is insignificant. Within that, we are so proud that I am achieving this, I am achieving that. Yeah. Then Lord Krishna says, Paras tasmat tu bhavonyo avyakto avyakta sanatanaha yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nasyasu na vinashyati. Yet there is another unmanifested nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated when all the world is annihilated. That part remains as it is. So, paras. So, para means transcendental. Apara means material. Yeah. So, there are two kinds of knowledge we always need to remember. Apara jnana is all we go through our academic. So, all academic knowledge we go through our study and everything, and we get a degree, master degree, PhD. What that will give? That may provide us a best car to drive, best dresses to wear, best houses to live, best restaurant in which we can eat, yeah, best holiday places, yeah, that we can actually enjoy with our family friends. That is all what the apara jnana can give, knowledge, which is apara is through our academic, going to colleges, learning about matter, and getting a degree and getting a job, earning money. It can give us only a lifestyle. Yeah, it can give a good lifestyle. But even though a person having a best dress to wear, best car to drive, best penthouse to live in, best restaurants where he can afford to have a good food, yeah, best places where he can go and enjoy, we might think, wow, wonderful life. But the challenge is there. In spite of having that, it is not guaranteed that he can be peaceful. Having a best car to drive, best home to live in, best dresses to wear, best restaurants to eat, every day chappan bhog. Even though having all those things, it is not guaranteed that we can be happy and peaceful. Ask her, she is with the king of Mysore. It is not easy. Yeah? That's why Krishna said, Apuryamana achala pratishtan samudre apaha pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamas pravishanti sarve sashanti napnoti na kama kami. Just like the wave just comes in, Yeah, the river flows into the sea. The sea become disturbed. No, we are seeing a flood of Ganga entering into us. Does it go up and down, up and down? Yeah? It doesn't, it stays calm, calm and quiet. Doesn't matter how many rivers enter the sea is always calm. Similarly, the achievement Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita is, no matter how many proposals come the material world, I remain calm. Senses doesn't get agitated. You get what I mean? Sa shantim apnoti. That is the only person who can actually achieve peace. Na kama kami. Not that person who runs after sensual desires. Yeah, and every Indian goes because you don't need a visa. That is the only place you can go and enjoy. Yeah. So doesn't matter you do all those things, but to be happy, contented within is very difficult. People having a big bungalows fight. Families fight. Yeah? It is not that big bungalow people are always happy. No, they are the most frequently fought and disturbed people in this world. So that is why it is very, very important that the aparagnana, which gives us material education, giving us a lifestyle, doesn't guarantee us happiness. That's why Krishna said, Savai pumsa parodharma yato bhakti rajo adokshate. The only way we can actually, out of world experience, right? What is that out of world experience means? That normally you don't experience in day-to-day life. Normally you don't experience. Normal experience is just earn and burn. That's it. So in order to come out of this, we really need to understand how insignificant we are, because even Brahma has thousands of years to live. Every day of Brahma is a billions of years. And we are thinking that we are so and so. Don't you know how powerful I am? I am having 1,500 people under me. You had to wait for another 10 days to come and have a meeting with me. Yeah? People are addicted. But when we see the life of Brahma, we become humbled, seeing that Krishna, one day Brahma went to take an appointment with Krishna, and Brahma had to wait, and Brahma became restless. And he told the servants that, see, the Brahma has come, tell Lord to come and meet me. And the servants went and asked Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna asked, tell which Brahma has come. So this Brahma became more agitated. What you are saying, what you are telling? I am manipulating world every day. People manipulate shares, that is insignificant. I manipulate world. I bring earthquake somewhere. I bring tsunami somewhere. I make someone millionaire one day. I make one beggar another day. I am doing all these magics. What is he saying? Which Brahma? Tell him four-headed Brahma has come. But Krishna said, there are many, many four-headed Brahma. You come and meet me, then only I will be able to see which Brahma you are, which planet you take care of it. So Brahma himself is insignificant in the entire creation, but our small creation we are surrounded by, we are so proud. I have created this bungalow, I have created this car, I have created this, all the facilities for you. Yeah, and we become proud. That's why Bhagavad Gita, is a litmus test for all of us to, understand what is our situation in this world. What is our situation in this world? We are pathetic. But that doesn't mean that we become very, very depressed. But we need to really understand in this pathetic situation, in whatever been provided to us, how can we make best use of it? That is what the Bhagavad Gita is all about. Bhagavad Gita is not telling you, giving you a big promise that you will live for millions and millions of years and you can enjoy. Bhagavad Gita is telling you that in this short period of a time, how can you maximize in such a way that you understand the ultimate secret of being happy. Yeah? So that is where Paras tasmatu mahabaho avyakto vyakyat sanatana. Lord Krishna is giving something sanatana, eternal. That is actually a para. Para, which is transcendental, eternal to all of us. That eternal is actually the spiritual knowledge. Apara can give us the lifestyle, but para will give us the life. How many want, what you want? Life or lifestyle? If you don't have a life itself, what is the use of lifestyle? What will we do with that lifestyle? Absolutely nothing. But even apara, we think that it gives a lifestyle. But, I did my MS, in information technology, and I proudly came to Mysore from Australia. I lived in Australia 12 years. I earned money. I came. While I was searching for a land, one lawyer came and he said, I will show you some land. And he was going and he was showing all the lands in Mysore, and I was saying, whose it belongs to? He said, it's mine. And I was getting shocked. I am looking for one land to buy. He is showing all the lands, and all lands are his only. And he went and showed me one land which was 160 by 320 feet. And where was it? It is in the middle of Kalidasa Road. I was said, thank you very much. And I asked him, how do you do? And then he didn't say that, I did B, struggled, studied. I passed all the subjects in first attempt. I took a distinction aggregate. I did my MS, MTech. He didn't say all these things. He just took me around. He showed me the sources of his business. He took me to Vivekananda Circle. He has a big van where he sells idli, vada, sambar. And that idli, vada, sambar, the big truck is in the road, and his restaurant is in the behind. I said, why do you need two? You are selling the same. You don't know. People who want cheap, they can eat in lorry, in the truck. People who want to sit and eat, they can pay and eat in the restaurant. And in front of it is a wine shop. People drink and come for eating, the mirchi bondas and, all everything. And he said, do you know how much I make? I said, tell me how much you make. He said, 30,000 rupees every day. Are you joking? He said, no, you ask my friend. So, apara doesn't mean that we will be able to make lifestyle. Lifestyle can be done without even education, material education. You only need to know the secret of earning. So, the apara gnana, even though it can give us a lifestyle, many people, even though they don't have, they survive and earn and have a lifestyle without even properly educating themselves. Yeah? But what actually, in spite of having everything, one thing that they cannot achieve is the happiness. Happiness can be only experienced, out of world experience is only possible not with the matters of this world. The matters of this world can stimulate our senses. For the heart to transform, you need something beyond what matters offers us, stimulates us. That is Krishna consciousness. Yeah? So, next verse, Krishna says, Avyakto akshara iti vuktas tamaho paramam gatim yam prapya nani vartante tadhama paramam mama. That which the Vedantis describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as a supreme destination, that place from which, having attained it, one never returns, that is my supreme abode. Lord Krishna is telling, what is the nature of his world? His nature of this world is his world, where he stays in the spiritual planet, unmanifested. What is unmanifested? Something which gets manifest will have a start and an end. Something which is staying forever, which never had a beginning, will never have an end. And Aksharaha means infallible. Every living entities who are living in the spiritual planet, they never fell down. They never fall down. We fall down in each and every attempts what we try to do in this world. Yeah? If you are trying to go take up a job, we fall down for some time till we become, professionally trained, right? Anything we do, yeah, we fall down. We fall down in our own character. We fall down in our so many other qualities. We learn. But the residents of the spiritual world are they are the, devotees who have been practicing, and they are the perfect human beings who are aligned to the desires of Krishna. And that is Paramam Gatim, that is the supreme destination. And Krishna says, Yam Prapya Nanivartante, achieving my abode, Tad Dhama Paramam Mama. They will never return back. That abode is mine. Tad Dhama Paramam Mama. Where is the other verse where Krishna says, Tad Dhama Paramam Mama? Na tad basiyate suryo, na chandro, na pavakaha. Yad gatva nanivartante tad dhama paramam mama. So Lord Krishna again is telling here, that world is mine. And when Lord Krishna tells in the future, natad basiyate suryo, where, in my world there is no sun. Sun means time. Time means janma mrityu jara vyadhi. In my world there is no moon as well. When sun and moon are there, there is a day and night. When the day and night is there, we are going to get born, we are going to die. That is the source of suffering, yeah. And Krishna says, Tad Dhama Paramamama, that abode where there is no destruction, there is no creation as well. Yeah, that abode is mine. So that is where Lord Krishna introduces us to the world of spirituality, the spiritual world where there is unlimited, experiences of enlightenment and the source of happiness for all of us. Yeah, and this is where Lord Krishna introduces Arjuna about what is the importance of remembering me. Anta kalecha mameva. Again, we need to understand how it connects back. Anta kalecha mameva smaran mukva kalevaram. Yeah, very, very important to understand. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you.